I'm Saloni Khosla. I'm a third year right now at Trinity College, and I study maths and economics.
My name is Breda O'Toole, and I'm a master's student studying economics at Maynooth University.
So my name is Alex Aristic, and I study economics in UCD, and I'm a final year.
So when I was at school, I realized that I really enjoyed maths and I had a very logical bent of mind. But I also really enjoyed subjects like history and political science. So I really wasn't sure where to go. But when I started studying economics while at secondary school, I realized that it allowed me to have the best of both worlds.
I decided to study economics because it's a social science, the study of people, and I really wanted to study people. And also it has to do with maths, and I was really good at maths, and I really like maths.
I've always wanted to know kind of why things are the way they are, how the world works.
So I think studying economics in university is very similar to how we studied it in school. I think in first year we study a lot of the very basic concepts that we study in school as well, such as supply and demand. And I think that studying economics in school really gave me an advantage.
When I started university, I thought it was pretty similar to school, but as I've progressed through the years, I think the best thing about college and what differentiates it from school is that you are allowed to question anything and everything that comes in front of you. You're pushed to analyze everything.
Everything gets that bit more interesting as well because it's way more applicable and practical.
So last summer I did an internship at KPMG as a management consultant, and I thought that the knowledge that I gained in college was really useful for my internship because we had to do a lot of group projects, a lot of group work, and we also had to collect data and present it in an understandable way. And that's what we did both in college and in KPMG, so I thought that it was very useful.
I've done 2 internships until now. Well, the first one was in finance, and it enabled me to use a lot of the maths that I had learned at college. My second one in consulting actually allowed me to bring in a lot of knowledge about markets and regulation from my economics study. What interests me most, I think, is just having the ability to root yourself in maths and statistics and models, and then move on to answer real world questions that will be affecting people on a daily basis.
It's involved in everyday life, and whether it's the choices we make as individuals, why we make them, why business makes certain decisions, or just, you get to understand government policy as a whole, why would they would think to do something in the first place.
So for someone in secondary school who's thinking about studying economics, I would say that it's a great idea. I would say that if you like maths and you like people, then economics is perfect for you.
I think the main thing is to actually go out there and try and see in what areas does economics really have an impact.
I would just say go for it. If it's something that interests you, it's only going to get more interesting. Everything becomes that bit more niche and that bit more practical to the everyday world.
So I would say if you could sum up economics in one word, it would be happiness. Economics is concerned with people's happiness. And in order to understand how to maximize people's happiness, we have to do some maths, and we have to figure it out, and we have to figure out how to organize society and how to organize human behavior in the best way to maximize people's happiness. But ultimately, it is a social science, and what we care about is people, and what we care about is increasing people's happiness. So I think that's what economics is all about.
Far-reaching. Because before you study economics, you don't really know how far it extends and how much of an impact it has on a lot of other fields as well.
If I was to sum up economics in one word, it would be choices, because we all make choices as an individual, and whether it's what we want to study in school, or what job we'll have or career we'll have in the future. And also firms make decisions and the governments make decisions. So I think it's really important to figure out why we are drawn to a certain area or why we choose to do certain things,